Hello guys, how you all doing? It's a weekend and I just thought that I should just make a video for you guys. Uh some of you, I know you've been following this channel since I made the first video and I really appreciate that. But there are those ones who have just discovered the video, the channel recently, and they might not have went through all the videos. So I would suggest that if you're one of those people, you should go back and make sure that you give yourself time and watch those videos in the sequence that I put them, and it's going to be worth your time, I'm telling you. By the time you get to the recent videos, you will understand everything. Every time we make a new video, you'll be following because you'd know of what we discussed in the previous videos, right? So in this video that I'm gonna post today, I just want us to discuss this concept here, which is how how do you tell that the trend is about to change, or the trend or the structure is changing, it's no longer the same? For instance, how do you tell? For instance, let's say the price is going up. You do your analysis, you concluded that the price is in an uptrend. Then now my question is, how do you then tell that the price is no longer in an uptrend? It's now, in a different structure. How do you tell? So that's gonna be the purpose of today's video. So what are the things which are important? These are the things that in each and every video I make, I always touch on them. So for you to be able to know if the structure is changing, number one, you need to be able to, to read the structure or know the trend. So first of all, you need to know if the price is going up, down, or sideways. Those are the states in which your whatever time frame that you're looking at, the structure on that time frame, it's either going up or it's going down or it's going sideways. So you need to know, how do I tell that the price is going up? We made videos on, we have a video where I was defining the trend. I was saying the characteristics that shows that we are going up will include higher highs, and we're making new areas of support, and we're breaking areas of resistance, and we are able to form to connect a bullish trend line. So those were the characteristics of an uptrend. So that's how you tell that the price is going up. So when you're doing analysis and then you're checking the structure, because remember, you need to know the trend. It's very important. You can't take trades if you don't define the trend. So if you're saying we're going up, you need to be seeing all these things. And if you're going down, obviously it will be opposite of the uptrend. So you'll be having lower lows and lower highs. You'll be forming areas of resistance. You'll be breaking areas of support, and you'll be able to connect a bearish trend line. Why? Because you're making lower lows, obviously. So yeah, this is how you tell that you're now going down. But then how do you tell? Because we defined uptrend, downtrend, and also the sideways move or consolidation. So for consolidation, that's when you'll see no new lows or highs. So the price is not making any new low. It's just moving like this. This has always been the high. This has always been the low. We're not making a new low. And again, trend line. Because of what you can't put, for us to have a trend line, we need to have a new low, or we need to have a new high. One. And again, we are not forming any new support and any new resistance. This has always been the resistance. This has always been the support. So that's how you tell that you are in consolidation. So those are it's an important concept that you will need to know, or to be to master, or at least to be familiar with the trend. So you need to know all these things. They are very important. I made a video where I was talking about this. That's what I'm saying. If this is the first video that you are discovering, it's important that I suggest that you go back and watch the other videos, because all this stuff, you need to be able to know them, so that when you want to tell if the structure is changing, that's when some of these are being violated. So that's the first thing that you need to know for you to tell if the structure could be changing. And then the second one will be, you must be able to draw an accurate trend line. It's also a concept that you need to be familiar with, for you to be able to tell that the structure is changing. So remember, for you to be able to draw an accurate trend line, you still need to know the trend, because remember, this is a trend line. So you can't draw trend line if you don't know the trend. So you need to know the trend, and then when you know that the trend is going up, how do you know it's going up? All those reasons that I've just given you, then you'll be like, therefore this thing is going up. If it's going up, it means we can put a bullish trend line. That's when you're having a higher high and higher low, then you can put a bullish trend line. Or if you're having lower low and lower high, then we can put a bearish trend line. But if we are moving sideways, we don't have new high, we don't have new low, there's no trend line, we're just in consolidation, which is another state of the markets, the structure that it can be in. So you need to be able to draw an accurate trend line. It will also be helpful when you have to decide whether we are no longer going down or up, or we just no longer going sideways, or for you to be able to know that the structure is changing, you need to have an accurate trend line on your chart. And number 3, which is also an important concept, you can't trade without this one. So you need to be able to draw accurate support and resistance. Remember, there's a video that I made about this one. So this video will just continue. That's what I'm saying. If this is the first one that you are discovering, give yourself time. You don't have to rush it. You just go back and watch them in the sequence, take notes. I'm telling you, everything is gonna connect. Those ones that have been watching these videos from day one, when I make this video, everything, there's nothing that's new here. They know how to define a support and resistance, and why we are only trading areas and not levels. So we define, we trading support area and not support a level. So I gave reasons why we're doing that. So make sure that you visit that video. So that another reason for in this case would be what, to be able to draw an accurate support and an accurate resistance. Yeah, those are the three. Those are the three concepts that are going to be very helpful for you to tell if the price is no longer going in the direction that it was going in. So this stuff here is the same stuff that I wrote here. So now let's just start. Let's give an example with, I always give an example with what? With uptrend. So if, let's say, you check your trend and then you conclude that the price is having higher highs, it's forming new areas of support. When you say new areas of support, we mean this, because it's going up. This is a new area of support. This is a new area of support phase, forming new support areas, and we are able to connect a bullish trend line and the old area of resistance. They are being broken, and all those characteristics of an uptrend. So you then conclude that the price is going up, all right? And then we conclude that it's going up, and then you are able to put a bullish trend line, and you are able to draw. In this case, you'll be taking trades from this because you're going up. So you'll be able to put your every time there's a new support forming your market. If, let's say, we have a pause, then continue. Remember, this is also support. So you are able to mark your support zones. So how will you then tell that we are no longer going up? It means the characteristics of your thing, the characteristics of your uptrend, which is we are respecting support and you are respecting trend line, bullish trend line when you're going up. So for us to say we are no longer going up, you must no longer respect this or this. One of them must be violated. So the day the price comes down and then it breaks the trend line, it means the market structure, or the bullish market structure in this case, because we're going up, has been violated. So that's when you know I'm no longer going up. But it doesn't mean I'm going down. Just because the trend line is broken does not mean we are now going down. You need to be careful with that one. That's why I don't agree with people. Maybe it works for them, but I don't agree with people who would say just because you're having like a break out of the trend line there, then it means we're going down, you must sell. In this channel, we don't do things like that. Just make sure that you follow our videos, then you'll see why we don't do it like that, because it's not safe. So the day the price comes down and it breaks the trend line there, it is now in what? in consolidation, which means it is no longer going up, but it is not yet going down. Why do we say it is in consolidation then? Because remember, consolidation is just the state in between uptrend and downtrend. You're not going up, you're not going down. So in this case, this will be our highest point again, and this will be the nearest support. So this will be our resistance and this will be our support, right? So the price is there in between, and then it is not yet going down. For it to go down, it needs to break another structure. It can't just break one and already we are saying it is going down. No, if it breaks one structure, it's in between. The day it breaks the second structure, it is either going back to the same trend or continue in the downtrend. For instance, if the price was to come down here, if the price was to come down and break the support, it means what? Now it violated support plus trend line. Therefore, it is in a downtrend. That's when you look for selling opportunities. But until that happens, we are not in downtrend. Ne? So, or the price can do what? From here where it is, it can go up and form a new high, which means it is no longer in consolidation because of what? It broke the resistance. So therefore, it is back to being bullish. The bullishness move is back. The bears, they tried their best here to push the price down, but they were defeated because the bulls managed to go over their highest point of resistance. So that's when you have to adjust the trend line and bring it to this point. So you are in consolidation, meaning, and you know when you are in consolidation, what you have to do is that you are going to, you just mark your resistance and mark your support. In this case, it will be what? I hope you can still see my screen, because if I remove everything, okay, let's just start afresh. Remember, we were in an uptrend, all right? And you're going to continue buying for as long as the trend line is still holding. You're going to continue buying, but the day we break the trend line and the nearest support is here but it hasn't been broken, you just mark this and say this is my resistance, which is where the price trend. Remember, we always talk about marking the zone below and marking the zone above. So you just do that, and then you go and say, if the space between these two is big enough to give me at least 2 times the risk, like if I get a reason to buy here and then it forces me to put my stop loss there, if the space between where I'm entering and this is 2 times my risk, then you're more than welcome to do what? In a consolidation, you're more than welcome to buy from here, exit, sell, exit, buy, exit. You're going to do this up until the day either the support or the resistance is broken. So if the price goes down, you're buying, selling, and then it comes down, maybe it has done this 4 times, and then it comes down, you're looking to buy, it doesn't give you a chance to buy, but rather it comes below the support. It means what? The sellers have won that consolidation. Now we are no longer in what? In consolidation. So that's how you tell if the structure is changing. It was in consolidation. That's how you tell that it is no longer in consolidation. Why? Because it has violated the second structure. It moved into consolidation the day it broke what? Just the trend line. So when it violates the second one, which is either the support or the resistance, we are no longer in consolidation. We are moving in a trend now. So if it went down like it did here, it means it's now in downtrend. And remember, one of the characteristics, like I showed you at the beginning of this video, of a downtrend is what? Is that in a downtrend you are violating areas of supports and you are forming areas of resistance, and what? You are making like a lower low, because this was our low, right? The lowest point when you're going up. Now we are coming lower than it, lower low, but we haven't yet had a chance to draw a bearish trend line. But once you get this, then you'll be able to connect a bearish trend line. But that's basically how you tell that the structure is changing. What is important for you to know is for you to be able for you to know the characteristics of uptrend, downtrend, and sideways, so that you know once the price violates one structure in an uptrend, it means it moves into consolidation. So basically this thing is like this: it's uptrend, consolidation, downtrend. It must be in this order, so that you know that you can't just jump from being uptrend to being downtrend without being in consolidation first. So that's why we are saying when you have concluded that the price is moving up, it means it is respecting support, it is respecting bullish trend line. The day the recent support is broken, or the trend line is broken, it means we are now in this, and will be in this up until either the support on that consolidation or the resistance of that consolidation is broken. If we break the resistance, which is the highest point, it means we are going back to be in uptrend, because we are breaking the resistance. Remember, in an uptrend, we are breaking resistance, we are respecting support. The support is won, so it is being respected. We're going back to being uptrend. But if the price rather, instead of after breaking the trend line, it moves in consolidation, and then from there it moves into in between the support and the resistance up until a point it breaks the support, it means it is now gaining the downward move, which means because we are breaking support, which is a characteristic of what? Downtrend. Therefore, we are no longer in consolidation, we are now moving into downtrend. Then that's when you start looking for trades in this direction. Yeah, I'm gonna end it here, guys. I hope now you know why it is always so important, why I'm always mentioning that you need to be able to read the market structure. By market structure, I mean the trend. This guy make trend. I'm sure you have heard people saying, as a price action trader, or as a technical trader, you need to make the trend your friend. Make it your friend. So if you don't understand the trend, if you can't read the trend, then you can't call yourself a market. What do you call this? You can't call yourself a technical trader or price action trader, because you don't know the trend. Right? When you know the trend that it is going up, and you are able to draw an accurate trend line there, and you're able to to mark your support and your resistance, then you'll be able to know when that trend is changing, when it's no longer going up, it's now in consolidation, or it's now moving to downtrend. Yeah, I hope this video is gonna be very helpful, guys, just like with all the other videos that I've always been posting. And please do not forget to like and subscribe, so that I can continue giving you guys this content. And then, yeah, I'll see you on the next one. And if you have maybe friends that are also interested in learning how to trade, bring them this side, so that we move kapesi one, doing the right thing. Why, man? All right, I'll see you in the next one, guys. Sharp, sharp.